Warning. This program may contain material of an explicit or graphic nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting undead from the B Ward, this is the Post-Mortem Show. I'm Dom.
And I'm JD, and today... The top 5 horror nerds! And we have a very special guest.
That's right.
This is Horror Nerds. We're doing the Post-Mortem Revenge of the Nerds. With our very own Lamar.
Yeah, our number one listener, Antowan.
We love him.
Yeah, we do.
You can join the ranks of Antowan if you just talk to us. Just send us an email or something. We're
Smile,
very lonely.
Smile at us every once in a while. You know? Just fucking send a little kindness. Send a little kindness.
Spread a little love through your heart.
Send nudes.
Yeah. No, we really appreciate the fans that reach out and email to us and stuff and suggest us top 5 lists and all that shit. So
actually watch the movies we recommend.
Actually watch the movies and talk to them about it. So we appreciate Antoine sending us the list and everything. And before we get into horror news, I have some real life horror news. Something that happened to me just today. So Dom, I received a letter in the mail today.
Okay.
From Germany.
Really?
From Germany. From Dortmund, Germany.
Is it Uwe Boll?
It's a picture of myself in my wrestling gear.
Uh-huh.
That I did not send anyone or not an 8x10 I sold or anything like that. But
this is actually on like glossy.
That someone printed up this thing and the enclosed letter. Okay, I'll read it to you, Dom. Wish for autographs. Dear Mister, I am a big fan of you, therefore I would be very happy if you sign on enclosed photo. I would be very pleased if could fulfill my wishes. Many thanks in advance for your kindness. I wish you all the best for your future. Yours sincerely, and then he wrote his name. Okay. And the return address and all this stuff. With the envelope inside of it, to the return address, but it says postage pays the receiver. So I mean he's going to pay the postage at the other end? What the fuck? Okay, first of all, so then I was like, okay, I must have talked to a fan.
Why is Uwe Boll sending you?
It might have been Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I must have talked to like a wrestling fan that was like a fan of me. If you guys don't know this, if you're a new listener or whatever, I'm a deathmatch wrestler. JD Horror is my name in wrestling. So I travel the country, cutting people up and
cutting
yourself barbed wire and cutting myself up and the like. So I have fans in different countries and stuff. That's not. I've shipped T-shirts to Germany and stuff, but not to this guy. But the thing is, I never talked to anybody from Germany and gave them my address. I went through all my messenger.
Oh, shit. That didn't even dawn on me.
That's the problem. That's why this is real life horror news. I went through all my messenger. I went through all my JD Horror page and my personal page. I even searched for autograph and signed photo or anything like that. Because, I've been known to be inebriated from time to time. That might be every once in a while. I don't know if that's a surprise. But, yeah, I received this, and I have no correspondence with this person and never give them my address. So, if you're listening and this is you, I'm highly terrified right now. How did you get my address, first of all? I don't even show it anywhere.
Yeah,
any kind of public profile.
I'm looking at your Facebook right now, and I'm not seeing anything.
No address, nothing like that. I'm very discreet about those kind of things. So, yeah. It's very strange.
Yeah, this isn't your mom messing with you again, like when she was sending you stuff from China, is it?
No, those were gifts that she didn't tell us were coming for Christmas.
Uh huh.
I thought they were from a mysterious benefactor.
Yeah, all it says here is the town that you live in. It doesn't say anything about that.
It doesn't say anything like that, and I'm getting letters from Germany with it does have a return address, so it's not that scary. If there was no return address and it's just pictures of me mailed to me,
right?
But yeah, there's a return address and everything. And here's the problem: you're gonna send me a picture with your return address to Germany. You need to put a little cash in that envelope.
Yeah.
You're gonna stalk me to that point. You want me to sign this picture? I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, normally I sell the 8x10s for like $5 or whatever, you know.
Right.
I got shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, this guy sends me his thing. It says postage pays sender or something. He wrote on the thing like, please put a stamp here or something.
Yeah.
He went through the trouble of printing this and sending it from Germany. Could have slipped me a $5.
Yeah.
Could have slipped me some Deutschmarks.
Some douche marks.
I want some Deutschmarks next time. But yeah, so if this is the last episode and I'm killed tomorrow, thank you very much for listening.
So someone eats your penis.
Yeah, it's going to be too chewy. So yeah, now we'll get into not the JD horror news, but horror news. Horror news. So Dom, I started us off with my terrified news. What do you got this week?
I'm going to start us with a little bit of news about Spawn. It had been reported recently that the Spawn film project, directed by Todd McFarlane, was dead in the water because of Todd McFarlane's strange demands. However, it's back on track. It was announced on July 21st that Blumhouse Productions has picked up the film with McFarlane as director based on his horror-centered, hard R-rating script. Jamie Foxx is in talks to play the titular character in his human form, which is weird.
You need to airbrush the tattoos off of his head or keep them?
Yeah.
I'd say keep them.
It was also announced that BBC America is developing a spin-off show with Kevin Smith entitled Sam and Twitch, based on the two police officers from the Spawn franchise. It's going to be a police procedural horror comedy about two cops who get in over their heads investigating occult-related crimes. So we're getting Todd McFarlane's horror Spawn movie, and we're getting another story from that universe done by Kevin Smith and BBC.
And I will be killed shortly from a man from Germany.
And those cops, Sam and Twitch, will be
on
investigating
your I'm on the case, see? It was for Sam and Twitch. I just imagine that's the way they talk, even though probably not.
No. They're just sort of like bumbling, like blue-collar detectives who get stuck in these completely improbable situations. I think Kevin Smith will do a good job with it.
I just poured beer all over myself.
Yeah?
I said peared beer at first, too.
Period beer?
This is what happens. This is why I'm getting letters from Germany.
What if you wrote that letter to yourself, like when you were in some kind of stupor?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay the postage to sign a picture and send it back to this guy.
You should write, how the fuck did you get my address on the picture?
No, I'm going to take a picture of Biff and put a paw print from an ink pad on it and mail it to him with no return address or explanation.
Yeah, that's good. I'm down with that.
Return address. Yeah. Well, if you ever wanted to run your own cult, you now have the chance on August 4th. When Kit Fox Games' The Shrouded Isle hits Steam. You play as mayor/cult leader of a small village who must make reasonable human sacrifices to Chernobog, which is a Cthulhu ripoff.
Well, no, Chernobog is like from Slavic legend.
Oh, really?
It's like a demon from.
Well, now I'm the asshole for not knowing that. Okay, so Chernobog, who is a god sleeping beneath the sea. You get to investigate and pick the sinners among the village and eliminate them by sacrificing them to this elder undersea god. You also have to earn the favor among the 5 houses in power in the village who are competing for power.
Interesting.
They said the game has 6 possible endings. The game is all yellow images, one color. Not like shaded or anything. Solid yellow on like sea green blue. Like it's all yellow, which was very. At first when I saw it, I was like, oh, but then it was kind of well done though. So
interesting.
Yeah, it plays similar to like Final Fantasy without battle sequences, combined with like Telltale games like The Walking Dead. Have you played that? Where you make decisions and stuff.
Yeah,
it looks more like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. It's like choose your own adventure.
Basically, yeah. That's why it has 6 possible endings and stuff. But yeah. It's coming to Steam August 4th, The Shrouded Isle. I'll probably check it out. I mean, if it's not, like, expensive, because if it's one color and everything, it's probably, $8 indie style.
Yeah,
so
it sounds
it's
interesting.
$4.99 on Steam. I'll probably pick it up.
Kind of sounds like a throwback to like Commodore 64 and those old games.
Yeah, I like those. And the floppy disk RPGs.
The tapes.
Yeah.
You ever play the fucking computer games that were on cassette tapes?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, that was like really early, like 1983, 1984. They would put software on cassette tapes.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Floppy disk at school, we put it in, and
Yeah.
like, there's a skeleton in the hallway. Do you want to do this or that?
Yeah.
You know, and you choose. It was pretty
Those
sweet.
were fun too.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Shrouded Isle. What you got next?
My next piece of news is a warning to horror fans. Don't Fuck in the Woods has been given distribution to a massive audience and will be coming out this year. Widespread. Do not see this movie.
What do you mean widespread?
Because before it was only like you could get it online. Like it's coming to streaming. It's coming to on demand. It's coming to your home. Don't fuck in the woods.
Don't watch this movie in your house.
Yeah, do not.
Don't fuck in the woods
do
in
not,
your house.
Yeah, do not be tempted by the hot girls on the box.
Hey, you know what? The opening nudity was worth watching. I turned the movie off after that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe watch the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes of the movie, and then after that, do not bother with this movie.
Okay, this is like when we had Stephen Byro on the show, who made American Guinea Pig, founded Unearthed Films, all that stuff, released all these great movies. He was talking about the pollution of the genre. All these people making these shitty movies, and then no one can make any money.
And then
these are the kind of people he's talking about that need to retire. So fuck you, Don't Fuck in the Woods, guy.
They try and pass
Get
them off
out.
as horror comedies, and they're not even fucking funny. They're just fucking...
They just suck.
Yeah.
It's just
cynical
a
cash grabs.
Yeah. So when there's actual good movies out there that are having a hard time making their budgets back, because people are buying shit like this too.
Yeah.
You know, like if you don't know, you buy 5 horror movies, I'm guessing one's going to be good. Yeah. Unless you're buying like 5 films from Unearthed Films or something,
right?
Which you should probably just do that. Anyway. Instead of buying random ones.
Yeah, if you really want to watch some porn, just go on the internet and watch some porn, and then go get some movies from Unearthed Films.
Yeah,
for the horror aspect, because Don't Fuck in the Woods is a bullshit movie. Do not be seduced by its wiles.
Get yourself some American Guinea Pigs, Lung 2. Get yourself
Lucifer
Valentine, and coming out soon, the Serbian film documentary they're releasing, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah.
So, all right. I have some more real-life horror news, but it doesn't involve me. Actually, both pieces of my news are real-life horror news from here on out. So, in real-life horror news, the juice is loose.
Dun dun dun.
Football player, star of The Naked Gun, and rage murderer O.J. Simpson has been paroled. Originally sentenced to 33 years in prison for kidnapping and armed robbery in 2007, he will only serve a total of almost 10.
Bullshit.
The Juice is in protective custody until his release in October. He almost didn't get released, though. You know why?
Because he's his own worst enemy?
No, because a female officer caught him beating off, which he's beating off in front of a female, so it's technically like falls into this gray area of like sexual, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's in his room, essentially.
Yeah.
The man can't beat off in prison.
I couldn't imagine what else there was to do.
If you win the Heisman Trophy, you should be able to beat off in prison.
Anywhere you want.
That should be a consolation prize.
Be able to beat off anywhere you want.
Man.
McDonald's.
What if they make another Naked Gun with the corpse of Leslie Nielsen and O.J. Simpson? And the corpse of the other guy. The other guy's dead too, I'm sure. The fat guy?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably dead, so yeah. Also, necromancer and murderer O.J. Simpson. Brings us the corpse of Leslie Nielsen. Because he needs money when he gets out of prison. Naked Gun, 44 1/4.
Yeah, what the hell is that guy going to do? I mean, I guess he could write another book.
I'm sure he's going to write a book about his time in prison and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can find work if he needs it. I'm sure like an indie filmmaker would use him as an actor, you know, for notoriety. Everyone will watch the movie starring O.J. Simpson, you know, after the fact. So, like, who knows?
Yeah. He's his own worst enemy, though. I bet he's going to end up back in prison.
Maybe he's going to go back to the NFL. He's 70 years old.
Yeah.
It's time for another round of the juice.
One last fling.
You need to be juiced once more.
Except now, it's instead of the juice, he's the Metamucil. All right. My last piece of news. At San Diego Comic-Con, Sci-Fi released the trailer for their new show, Ghost Wars, and it looks fucking great.
Ghost.
Yes.
You know what I said, Dom.
But it's not.
Episode's back. I'll never watch another Ghost movie.
It doesn't appear to be like that. So this premise is that it's set in a remote Alaskan town that's been overrun by paranormal forces, focused on the local outcast Roman Mercer who must overcome the town's prejudices and his own personal demons to harness his repressed psychic powers and save everyone from the mass haunting that's threatening to destroy them all. It stars Vincent D'Onofrio.
Good.
And Kim Coates from, he was Tig on Sons of Anarchy, and Meatloaf.
And he was also in that shitty movie, what's it called? The fucking movie that was on Netflix. Early 90s movie that I missed, and I reviewed it, and it was him, and he was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was in Silent Hill, too. He was the detective.
Oh, yeah.
And Meatloaf.
The
loaf himself.
Horror veteran Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Peltz. Peltz was, besides Imprint, that's the best masters of horror. I would say Imprint, Peltz, and then Cigarette Burns.
It's a good one. The trailer shows body horror, violence, people getting their faces dropped on butcher knives.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to be pretty gory, especially for TV. I mean, I'm pulling up this picture here. The dude's got a fucking rib spreader in his chest.
Okay.
And
well, I'll give it a chance if it's not really a ghost movie or show. But like I said, I'm retired.
You're retiring from ghost movies.
You know what else? I would do anything for love.
Oh, do that. Oh, no.
I saw Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. So have you ever heard the name La Pique or La Peque? I'm not really sure. Peque.
La Peque?
Yeah. It's Spanish for the little one.
Yeah.
And is the nickname of a 28-year-old woman named Juana. She's tiny and petite, also smoking hot. There's just one problem. She's a Mexican drug cartel hitwoman who likes to have sex with corpses and drink their blood.
Sounds like a party.
This is real life horror news. This is not a movie.
Yeah.
Although it sounds like Perdita Durango too.
Yeah.
So, pregnant at 15, this woman became a prostitute and then eventually a halconeo, or lookout. When she realized she was sexually stimulated by violence and murder, she became a hitwoman. She was quoted in her confession as saying, "I feel so excited by the blood. Rubbing it in, bathing it after the killing. I even drank it when it was still warm.
Is she Paquita?
I also like to have sex with the bodies and use their severed heads as well as the rest of their bodies to pleasure myself."
All right, then.
And so now her movie needs to come with CGI Paquita, because I'm sure Paquita's let herself go.
Yeah.
She's probably got a fucking front butt and a half by now, you know?
Yeah.
She's turned into a pear. So we're going to have CGI or daughter of Paquita play her when we make the Postmortem Presents La Peque.
Okay, huh? I'll have to read a bit more on that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, you need to see the. I'm going to look up the picture real quick just to show you.
This isn't the first time that like cartels have had people like that. Like the woman who like kind of broke Pablo Escobar into the business. Apparently, she was rumored to be like that as well. Just some like hardcore, crazy, sick chicks. And I guess
So, that's her right there with an AK-47. Like, she doesn't look that great in that picture, but look.
wow, does not look like a necrophile.
Does not. If this other picture will fucking load, you get the point.
Yeah,
You know?
she looks like a regular like.
You wouldn't kick her out of your casket, would you?
Yeah, wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating human fingers.
I wouldn't kick her out of my casket. I get it, because, like, she reaps corpses. Your casket. You don't get it?
That is joke.
I can joke. Funny. All right, that's it for my horror news.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. So, we're going to come back with the good and bad movie. No more horrible accents, I promise.
That probably was some.
And the top, yeah, there probably will be. And the top 5 horror nerds with our guest, listener Antowan, after this.
Hi, thanks for listening to the Postmortem Podcast. If you want to support us, go to our website at www.postmortemshow.com and click the Amazon link.
By clicking on the Amazon banner, Amazon will give a small percentage of the purchase price of your item back to the Postmortem Podcast at no additional cost to you. That's right. It doesn't cost you any money. We get money. You want us to keep doing this? You want more Doug Jones talk? You want more dick and fart talk? I don't care. We're going to do it.
Fund our filthy, filthy habits.
Yes, and they are many, and they are fast.
And most of them aren't legal.
Yes. Click the banner. Just do it.
Come on, don't be a dick. Give us money.
It's time for the good movie. And the bad movie.
So, wait. Before we get to the good movie and the bad movie, we didn't even say anything. This is episode number 75.
It's our 75th birthday.
It's our 75th birthday.
We're
Biff is 75 years old at dog years today.
Geriatrics here.
Probably pretty close, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. 75 episodes of Postmortem. Do you think that on a whim when we did the first show with a fucking shitty-ass mic for this, it was
just
a,
one.
A Shure mic hooked up to a PA system to the computer.
Yeah.
You think we would be doing this 75 episodes later?
25 episodes will be in triple digits.
3 live shows?
Yeah. And like famous people and stuff.
And interviews? Wow.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, Dom.
We have.
We've grew up so fast.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
I remember when Morty was just a baby little zombie.
Now he's going off to
He's
college.
75 years old. So, I'll start us off with my bad movie, which was bad, yeah, but I don't want it to be, and I could watch it again. So it's not a terrible movie, but if I wasn't a big fan of the book, I would never have even finished it or watched it again ever. So, based on the novel by Brian King, directed by Gregory Wilson, Ghoul.
I didn't know they made a movie.
They made a movie. Have you read the book?
I have not read the book, but I'm aware of the book.
So the book was like Stand By Me of undead creatures. Use the living to help them feed. I was really excited, seeing as I'm a huge Brian Keane fan, especially City of the Dead and the Rising series. I loved Ghoul as well, but when I heard this existed, I was a little worried because it might be like a second-rate adaptation like so many Stephen King movies.
Right.
You know? And turns out it kind of was. So it's a TV movie made for the Chiller Network and produced by Modern Cine. When I saw that, I thought it was going to be good because they made all the Jack Ketchum adaptations. The Woman and Offspring and Red and all the, Jack Ketchum adaptations, which I love so much.
Yeah.
The Lost, that might be my favorite one. Have you seen The Lost yet?
Yeah.
The kid with the cans in his shoes and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one, huh?
Yeah.
So, set in the 80s, about a group of misfit friends, one of which has a father who's a caretaker of the local cemetery. Another has a sexually abusive mother. The little fat kid gets touched by his mommy. And the third has responsible parents that don't really understand him. Dad's kind of a dick, but his grandfather is awesome. And, of course, that can never end well in the story.
Right.
So, has a kid from The Woman that cut off her nipple, Zach Rand, as the bully named Ronnie, who's way more important in the book, but not so much in the movie. Kind of a bit part of the movie compared to the way the book is.
Does it cut off any nipples?
No nipples were harmed in the making of this movie. Child acting is pretty good. I was surprised they left in the touchy incest mom for one of the 3 heroes.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of thing, like, when you watch It, the previous, and I bet the new adaptation won't touch it, but there's like a child orgy in the book, It.
Yeah, they said it's not going to be in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it isn't, because that's, like, what the fuck, Stephen King?
Yeah.
That's the only part of that I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Cocaine. That's the answer.
Yeah, he was stabbed or shot by a fan, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So, blood effects and gore are pretty bad. The ghoul himself looks good, and a lot like I imagined in my mind reading the book, but he isn't naked, and he has some rags to cover his schween.
No ghoul schlongs?
No ghoul schlong, and the thing is, like, that ghoul don't care if his schween's hanging out.
Yeah. Probably wants it hanging out.
Flop, floppity, flop, flop, flop. Yeah, he wants to be free in the darkness.
Yeah.
Exhilarated. He wants to be a nudie cutie.
Hootie tootie disco cutie.
So, the big problem... Also, he doesn't rip and tear people. He uses a knife, which I don't think follows the book from what I remember. I don't remember him using tools. I remember him, like, biting people. And
Yeah,
ripping
ghouls
them
are supposed to be
apart
kind of like animalistic. And,
yeah, like a vampire almost, but, like, more so.
Yeah.
Like vampire-zombie crossover.
Like a vampire with no class.
Or like a zombie with mental... actually there in the mind. Like,
Right.
Like a vampire's brain in a zombie's body.
Right.
That'd be a ghoul to me.
Yeah.
So, the book is terrifying. The boys experience a looming dread that it didn't convey to the adaptation. It's not scary at all. The other major problem was the novel had the boys with backpacks adventure group thing, like the Goonies or Stranger Things would be probably good comparison, but this never got the treatment it deserved in this. I didn't really care about these kids. One of them I kind of did, the main character, but no, it's just not. The acting is okay. It's just you don't get enough of that.
Right.
So if the actors did a better job, the lack of budget and effects wouldn't have been as apparent because that camaraderie would have go a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
That, that where you feel for the kids and stuff. Yeah. So I would recommend you read the book instead of watching this. I still enjoyed it because I'm a huge fan of the book, but it deserves a better treatment. Also, how can you not cast Doug Jones as the Ghoul?
Yeah.
It's a lanky, pale white character.
Naked. We know Doug Jones is
Doogie
naked
Dicks.
all the time.
Doogie Dicks, yeah.
Doogie Dick.
Doug Jones, classic nudist.
Right, absolutely.
Famous nudist. So, the only thing, it's only worth watching if you're a big fan of the book. If you never read the book, don't watch the movie. But if you read the book, I mean, you could watch it. Some of the Stephen King and Dean Koontz adaptations are questionable, but
most of them.
If you're a fan of the book, you might still just want to see it.
Yeah.
So, IMDb only gives it a 3.9.
Wow,
that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't go that bad. I'm going to give it a 4.8. Threatening German unknown letters.
Okay,
is that what we said?
Something like that. Creepy ass, threatening.
Creepy ass German letters.
My bad movie, 2015, found footage, and if I had known it was found footage, I probably wouldn't have even watched it. Directed by the Paz brothers, streaming now on Netflix, Jerusalem, like Jerusalem with a Z.
Oh my God, why would you ever do that? It's the same thing as the Ouija experiment. I saw that Jerusalem, and I would never watch it.
I'll admit I was high when I decided
you just
to
clicked
give it
the
a
first
chance.
thing that was able to click. You couldn't be bothered to scroll.
Pretty much.
That's the only.
Pretty much.
That's the only excuse.
Yeah, and I had to watch it, but I passed out, and then I went back and rewatched the parts that I missed just to make sure that I didn't give it a bad rap. Maybe it was going to be good because it had some promise in parts, but it all got shot to shit. So. Couple of young American adults fly to Israel to visit the city of Jerusalem, and a biblical nightmare falls upon the city. This is basically a zombie outbreak movie told from the perspective of a girl wearing experimental smart glasses that recorded everything she saw and experienced, which wasn't wholly an original idea because the same thing was done in the VHS segment, Amateur Night.
Yeah, also that, what's that fucking movie I reviewed where they have the glasses on? Let's Be Evil.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. That's also
They
like
do that too.
Yeah, it's through their glasses. The
Right.
movies through their glasses. They have to wear this connected to a computer that talks to them.
Yeah,
So.
and that's this movie. It was connected to her phone, so there would be music in the movie because her playlist would kick on.
Yeah.
Or you'd see what was going on in her life because pictures would pop up in her vision and stuff like that.
Did she ever get a call that's like, we have a timeshare offer expiring now?
I think so, yeah.
You are eligible for a very special discount.
She got the pop-ups. The whole movie kind of felt like Amateur Night mixed with Cloverfield and any one of the bazillion zombie apocalypse movies out there. There was a slight twist on the zombies at the end that was pretty cool, but it wasn't enough to save what felt like a sort of clunky and unnecessarily drawn-out movie. It had two major things going against it beyond the fact that it was found footage. One is that they spent way too much goddamn time running around in the dark, and also the girl whose perspective the movie was shot from was fucking annoying. In order to make her get the whole scene, they always had her be slow and helpless and just utterly useless, and it got to the point that I was hoping that she would die and her more competent friend would take over filming.
How's the gore? How's the zombies? How's the effects? Is it CGI?
Yeah. But it looked good in spite of the fact that it was cheap CG because they kept it kind of in the corners and coming out of the shadows. That was the one thing that I will give it credit for is that it was made on the cheap, obviously, but they were creative in how they presented their special effects.
I want to know how much a movie like this gets paid by Netflix once they get distribution.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And Amazon Prime and stuff. Are they getting the budgets back through those mediums? Because no one's buying the DVD of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So how does this get made? How does this shitty movie wind up on our fucking show?
Yeah, it's probably someone's tax write-off.
Probably, yeah. The Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make shitty movies because the government will pay me all the money if it doesn't work.
Yeah, go to Jerusalem, get money from Israel to make the money or make the movie, and go forward from there. To the movie's credit, their take on the undead was pretty cool at the end, and the way they accomplished it was creative. The movie would have been way better as either a short film or just not a found footage movie. Like, it was really the found footage going against it. I do want to see more from these directors in the future, but they have to choose a different format. They have to, to really impress me, they're going to have to tell some sort of semi-traditional story.
Yeah. That's not Jewish zombies running around in the dark.
Oy vey!
Oy vey, I'm going to eat your brain.
Matzah.
I'm gonna call my lawyer, and I'm gonna eat your brain.
The zombie's chewing on my head, David. Call my lawyer. So, my final score for Jerusalem is 4 out of 10 creepy-ass German letters.
Creepy-ass German letters. God, my life is interesting. At least my life is interesting.
Yeah.
Got a lot of shit going on, but sometimes I feel like I'm just going to have a heart attack or my brain will explode because I'm burning the candle at both ends between wrestling, podcasts, music, kids. It's all going to come to a head.
It is. And you're going to be like that atom bomb garbage pail kid.
That's when the mass murder happens.
Yeah.
That's when I snap. Walk into a grocery store with a double barrel shotgun. I mean,
could happen.
I had no choice.
The voices told me.
Oh, speaking of the voices, we're going to have an extra voice on the show.
Yeah.
After we get to our good movie, Antowan joining the show. But first, we got our good movies. So, I am sad to say that I just barely pulled the trigger on a movie made in 1990.
Okay.
That's a classic film that you recommended to me.
Okay.
Based on my love and recommendation to you of Perdita Durango, the initial time we saw her before the movie Wild at Heart, I had never seen.
Great movie.
And I cannot believe it because I've seen like every other David Lynch movie, but I never saw that because of the title. I thought it was just gonna like some stupid romance shit.
Yeah, like True Romance. I didn't watch that movie forever.
Yeah,
And-
Wild at Heart, like Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
No, I was like, nah, I'm not interested. You know, and the way Blue Velvet looks on the, I didn't watch Blue Velvet for a long time too, but it's on the way that the poster looks and shit.
Right.
It seems like it's gonna be like not about some guy that's going,
Not about Dennis Hopper losing his goddamn shit.
yeah, but about some romance shit. But this was not. So, 1990, directed by David Lynch, Wild at Heart, starring Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, and Willem Dafoe. So, Lula's psychopathic mother goes crazy at the thought of Lula being with Sailor. Which, who names their fucking kid Sailor?
I actually know someone who named their kid Sailor.
Is their last name Moon?
They should be.
If it is, then I want to kill that person.
Yeah.
Just got free from jail. Ignoring Sailor's probation, they set out for California to be together. However, their mother hires a killer to hunt down Sailor. Unaware of this, the two enjoy their journey and themselves being together until they witness a young woman dying in a car accident, a bad omen. So, this film opens up with Sailor Nick Cage and his lady friend Lula at a party where a man tells Cage, "Hey, your girlfriend's mom paid me to kill you." But good old Nicky beats him to the deal.
Yeah.
In a hilarious fashion and brutal.
Yeah.
When he's released from prison, he goes straight back to Lula. So Nicolas Cage is hilariously bad, but this is probably my favorite role of his ever next to 8mm. He's over the top as fuck. It's one of this and Raising Arizona are probably like the roles he was born to play.
Yeah.
He's built to fucking find treasure. He was going to be the wrestler instead of Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
He's a skinny fuck.
Yeah.
With weird eyes.
Yeah.
We're seeing a hairline. I don't get it. I don't get Nicolas Cage. I have some movies of his I like, but they're 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
He's made a lot of bullshit. So.
He just takes any part that's thrown his way.
It seems like it. So he does the first ever spin kick hardcore kid dancing in this movie that I hate. This movie is batshit insane. You got spontaneous hijacking of a metal concert into Elvis, which, I'm going to stop your show, take the mic, and you guys are going to play this Elvis song while I sing it to my girlfriend. It's very unrealistic.
Yeah.
This whole movie is very stylized, unrealistic, you know.
David Lynch.
It's David Lynch, yes. Over-the-top violence, horrible southern accents, lots of sandwiches. Unspeakable amounts of sandwiches. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Crispin Glover, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So it's all here. Isabella Rossellini ain't got shit on Rosie Perez as Perdita Durango.
Yeah, you're right there,
Rosie Perez is so far superior. I didn't even really care about her in this movie. I just watched this movie because her name was in it. I knew she was in it, and I loved the movie Perdita Durango so much. But I'm so glad I watched it, even though she was not a focus of it.
Right.
You know? So, in fact, I don't know which film, Wild at Heart or Perdita Durango, that I prefer. I love both of the movies. If I had to rank them in Perdita Durangos, I'd go with Perdita Durango. But other than that, I mean, they're both...
I think I like Perdita Durango better.
Me too. I think I like it because of Javier
Bardem and Screaming Jay Hawkins and just the whole occult element.
But Willem Dafoe is the standout.
Oh, God,
he might
good.
be the best creepy character of all
so
time.
Fucking good.
If we do top 5 creeps...
Yeah, that's just going to all be Willem Dafoe characters.
That dude, right, that's the 0 list. So that's a good list, dude. Top 5 creeps, like sexual creeps.
Yeah, he does creeps well, and like he always seems like he might be just a little bit gay.
I love him in American Psycho.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
He's very threatening.
Yeah.
Like you feel bad for Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
When he's in the office.
Yeah.
You know? Sweating.
Putting the screws to him.
And I confess, I'm on the phone.
Worry on the night, that's 25.
So yeah, best creepy character of all time, so you gotta love the movie. IMDb gives it 7.2, which is probably what I think that like critics would rate it and stuff, but not me. I'm gonna give this fucker a 9.5 creepy German letters.
Nice.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the recommendation. I'm sorry it took me so fucking long, because that was in the teens.
Yeah.
That was the episode in the teens.
Yeah.
I downloaded that movie. I bought, purchased, downloaded it.
And then just never pulled the trigger.
And then fucking forgot about it.
Yeah.
And because I have my folder where all my movies are kept, organized by date.
Gotcha.
So that I'm looking at the most recent shit.
Yeah.
So things can fall through the cracks, but I did it by alphabet.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, like, I'm weird about some movies. Like, it took me forever to pull the trigger on Train to Busan. And I don't know why. Like, everyone told me it was good.
I told you it was good.
You told me it was good. People who I trust, like you, told me it was good. And
I'm the only one.
And I just like...
I'm the only one, Dom. I'm the only one you trust for movie
There
recommendations.
can be only one.
You better not be talking to other movie reviewers. Behind my back.
My other podcast.
Your other podcast that you're doing. Behind my back.
The Pre-Mortem Show.
What? It's a living version of Morty.
Yeah.
Back when he was just
a dude.
A Jewish baker.
Yeah.
I always imagined Morty to be Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, okay.
My good movie is also from the 1990s. 1993 specifically. It's a biopic of Jeffrey Dahmer, directed by David R. Bowen, and written by and starring Carl Crew, who played the dumb wrestling-obsessed cannibal brother in Blood Diner, as Jeffrey Dahmer.
This man who played the brother in Blood Diner wrote and directed a movie?
Wrote and starred in. He didn't direct it.
Wrote and starred in.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he could tie his own shoes, let alone write and star in a movie.
And not only is it a movie, it's a good movie.
And it's about factual events.
It's streaming now on YouTube.
What's it called?
It's called The Secret Life, or The Secret Life of Jeffrey Dahmer, but originally it was just called The Secret Life.
I need to watch this. I've never seen it.
It's based on the life of notorious serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, who murdered 17 men and ate many of them before he was caught in 1991. This movie was produced only a couple of years after Dahmer was arrested, so it was still like fresh in the minds of,
it was still very
society.
taboo.
Yeah. And this movie was made with a sort of exploitation vibe in the fact that it was cheaply produced and was very gritty, but it pulls no punches. It's very graphic in how it depicted Jeffrey Dahmer's lifestyle and his murders. It almost felt like something you shouldn't be watching. Crew's performance as Dahmer was fantastic. He narrated the story from Dahmer's perspective, and that's where all the psychology was revealed, and his narration was calm and collected, while his behavior on screen was completely unhinged. Like, he went from sort of seductive to just violent and batshit crazy. And there's scenes where he's, like, cradling severed heads on the couch and talking to them.
What was the year again?
1993. Some of the incidental characters in the movie were not played so well, being that this movie was made on a shoestring budget, but Crew's performance made up for any of the other actors' shortcomings. Though the movie had a low budget, it was very brutal for what they had to work with. The prostheses were only okay, but the way that they angled them and the way that they shot all of the scenes of Jeffrey Dahmer, like tackling people and beating them with his fists and dismembering them in bathtubs, but they would shoot it through the shower curtain so that it was a little bit blurry and you would just get like kind of the
high in the budget.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very well done. Shockingly brutal. felt at home in a grindhouse setting. Though it was
How was he as Jeffrey Dahmer?
He was great.
That's what really matters, I think, in
yeah.
these serial killer movies. Because if you don't got the right guy to play the role,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to go anywhere.
He looked like him. He was awkward at times, but then at other times he was really charming.
Jeremy Renner was good.
Yeah.
As Dahmer. But he didn't really have the look of Dahmer either,
Right.
though. You know, he was a little bit pinchier of a face.
Yeah. No, he actually, like, he looked like Dahmer. He had the glasses. He kind of grew his hair out a little bit.
You see the My Friend Dahmer trailer?
Yeah, that guy looks good.
He looks good, and he's a Disney guy.
Yeah.
I can't wait
awesome.
for that movie.
Yeah.
And the trailer looks like it's going to be like a serious horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was going to be like the comic is so, a little silly, too. Mm-hmm. You know, because of the way it's drawn and shit.
You know, they've got to, if they do go silly with it, I don't think it would work to bill it that way.
You've read that, right?
No, I haven't had
I have it.
I'll borrow it from you.
Okay.
While
Borrow it,
I'm
yeah.
crashing at my parents' house because my house got fucking condemned.
Black mold.
Bullshit.
No wonder you've been sick so much.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just getting anthrax from Germany in letters, and
Yeah.
you're getting black mold in your house.
Yeah. That I only lived in for
Conspiracy?
3 months.
It's a conspiracy.
It is.
To shut down the show.
It is. By
Government is working
by Mick
against
Garris.
us. Mick Garris and Uwe Boll are working together with the government to end postmortem. But you can't do it, Garris. You can't do it, Boll. You got no balls. You got a taint a mile long.
landing strip taint.
You're all taint. You're no balls, first of all. And government, don't even get me started on you. Oh my God.
So, The Secret Life, a.k.a. The Secret Life of Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm giving 7 out of 5 creepy-ass, unidentified German letters.
7 out of 5? That's
7 out of 10.
This is a pretty extraordinarily high rating. Maybe the highest rating we've ever
Yeah,
had.
it broke the mold. Yeah, I highly recommend it. You can watch it on YouTube right now. Just look up The Secret Life of Jeffrey Dahmer. That's how it's listed.
I will be watching it tonight.
And don't let the kind of cheap production and really, really cheap opening credits like scare you away from it. It gets better and better as it goes.
Yeah. Well, we will be back with our top 5 nerds.
With our number 1 nerd.
And our number 1 nerd, the nerd that's always in our hearts, our very own Lamar.
The twinkle in our eye.
The twinkle in our eye.
The frosting on our cupcake.
The frosting on our cupcake, listener Antowan.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll be back after this.
Hi, thanks for listening to Postmortem. We need money.
Yeah, we have no advertising budget. We don't want your money. We want you to share this shit. Tell a friend. Tell an enemy. It doesn't matter.
Tell your grandma.
Tell your
grandma's
grandmother.
grandma.
Tell your dog. If he's like my dog, he might be interested.
Yeah, that's right. We talk a lot about dogs on this show.
We do. We're a horror/pet podcast. God damn it. So spread the shit around. If you guys get a chance, give us a rating on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Leave us a review. Hopefully it's 5 stars. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you want more of. And share this fucker so we can get more ear holes and get that good advertising money so we can use it.
I need drugs.
Tom needs drugs.
Drugs.
He needs to refill his prescription. These are legal, prescribed drugs.
That's right.
mind you.
I got a prescription.
And I need crack. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. We appreciate all your emails. And hopefully next week we'll have another real sponsor. Won't be re-recording these old messages.
That sponsor could be you.
That sponsor could be you, so send us your shit. We're easy. Fucking Screambox. Fuck you, Screambox.
Fuck you in the face.
Yeah, or Shudder. I can't remember which one it was. Either one.
Fuck 'em both.
Fuck you.
Dicks.
Anyways, thanks for listening to Postmortem.
And we're back with the top 5 horror nerds. Nerds. And of course, like we said last episode, we were going to bring on, hopefully, if available, you know, every story needs a Lamar. And this is our resident Lamar.
That's like the weirdest version of Resident Evil ever. Resident Lamar.
Resident Lamar.
We have listener Antowan on the phone with us. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good.
And you got your top 5 nerds ready to fire off, huh?
I sure do.
Okay, well, it is always customary for the guests to go first.
All right. So, My number 5 nerd is Hannah from Todd and the Book of Pure Evil.
Have you seen that, Dom?
Yes, I have. That is an excellent show.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it is Canadian satanic stoner humor.
That's right up your alley.
Yeah, it's all things that are good.
Yeah, man, she was my pick because, like, she got them out of so many jams, and she figured out a lot of stuff about the book to help those idiots out. So
She reminded me of Penny from Inspector Gadget.
she really was. She was the penny. Yeah.
I'm going to go with, instead of getting out of a jam, my number 5 likes to get into some jam. His name is Kenneth from a movie called Love Object. Have you seen this?
I have heard of it. I have not seen the movie.
Have you seen it, Antowan?
I have not heard of that one.
Love Object. It's the story of a man who's a little bit of a recluse. So he orders a sex doll online. Real size, human, woman sex doll, right? And
Okay.
Of course he falls in love with it. But also a coworker starts to show him some attention. And that makes the doll jealous.
Wait, so we got a fatal attraction with the doll? Okay, it sounds...
With a doll, and he is one of the most pitiful characters in all of horror movies.
Nice.
So yeah, that's why my number 5 is Kenneth from Love Object. Check that out. It's good.
I will have to give that a look then.
My number 5 is from a movie that I'm sure very few have seen because it was from the little production house called Low Budget Pictures, put out by a quite insane gentleman named Chris Seaver. And one of his ongoing characters was a character named Mulva, who originally appeared in a movie called Mulva the Zombie Ass Kicker. And she was a nerd who was hopelessly addicted to chocolate, and she would go like Popeye Hulk out. But it was like a hybrid of Popeye and Cornholio when she would eat chocolate. And there was a zombie outbreak, and she would kick their asses. And then at some point, like, she started out as this sort of androgynous, not quite sure if she's a guy or a girl, but had tits, so obviously it's kind of a girl. Not very attractive at all. And then at some point in the continuity, Mulva went into a coma and woke up as Debbie Rochon. And Debbie Rochon took over the role for Mulva to kill Teen Ape. But she was still a nerd.
I gotta check that out. Yeah, you talked about those movies a lot, and I still haven't pulled the trigger on them, but I will be soon.
They're hard to find. They're not floating around out there a lot on the internet anymore, but they are out there somewhere.
So Mulva sounds like a completely different character to me than what you described. If I'm thinking Mulva, I'm thinking like an evil vagina. Malevolent vulva, a.k.a. Mulva.
Oh, God.
All right, number 4, Antowan.
Number 4 is Will from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
Yes.
D&D Master.
That's a good one.
In my dreams, I am the
he
wizard
could have
master.
beat Freddy with those wizard powers if Freddy would have allowed it.
Yeah, he's on my honorable mentions. Yeah, that's a good pick. So, my number 4, from a movie best remembered for a giant pair of tits turning into hands and grabbing onto somebody. Night of the Living Dead 2. Mouse. Angela's shy cousin or sister? I can't remember what it was.
Wait,
Mouse.
that's Night of the Demons 2.
Yeah, Night of the Demons 2. I'm an idiot. That's what I meant to say. God damn it.
Too much head trauma.
Too much head trauma.
No.
Night of the Demons 2. Duh. It's on my list and even written down as Night of the Demons 2. But yeah, I'm losing my mind.
I think we all are, steadily. My number 4 is Marty from The Cabin in the Woods, hybrid nerd stoner, and secretly the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, loved him. He was awesome.
Yeah, I wish that actor would do more. I haven't seen him in much of anything, but he's just such a good kind of like smarter than everyone else little guy that you're not sure if you want to like smoke a joint with him or punch him in the face.
I vote punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know though. He did create that coffee cup that telescopes out into a bong, so it looks like he's driving and holding a coffee cup, but he's actually smoking weed.
He is a genius. Number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is Sheila from the Dream Master. Nightmare on Street 4.
Sheila from the Dream Master. So which one is she? I can't even remember.
Yeah, she was like the real nerdy girl that died and Freddy gave her a massive asthma attack.
She kind of looked like Lisa from Saved by the Bell.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Her.
Yeah, she's actually my number 3 as well.
Wow.
Ah.
Okay, well, we can talk a little bit more about that. My number 3 is Agent Milton Dahmers from The Frighteners.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Combs. The
I
nerdiest.
forgot about him in that one.
He's physically ill if a woman raises her voice. Spent some time in the occult, but definitely a nerd.
Don't laugh at me!
Cops can be nerds.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, like, specialist cops.
And you got to think, too, like, imagine Agent Milton Dahmers in high school. You know he got bullied.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah.
probably why he went into law enforcement. Now the power's mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to arrest you fuckers.
Yeah, he went into law enforcement and the occult for, like, a double whammy of power. But he was still all psychologically scarred.
My body is a roadmap of pain.
Yeah, my number 3 was Sheila also. She was, I was very attracted to her also.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
especially if she looks like Lisa.
Yeah, she had that kind of hot nerd girl thing going on, and yeah, she was really the first.
So it was the glasses, right? You had the glass appeal.
Yeah, exactly. And she was kind of the first real nerd to really, like, make it into a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. There weren't any real nerds in the first one.
Yeah, it's like teenagers having sex and stuff.
Yeah, and then the second one, the kid was a social outcast, but he wasn't really a nerd.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so back to you, Antowan. Number 2.
All right, number 2 is Richie from Mad Men. This kid, I love to curse him out in this movie because for some odd reason he managed to avoid being killed by Madman Mars, despite everybody else coming in contact with him. Instantly dies. This kid hid literally 2 feet away from him the whole time and managed to make it out.
And went on to write the awesome folk song to tell the tale.
There you go. And because he wanted to see if the legend was true. So, hey, let's go to the Madman house.
All right, my number 2 is Derek from Bad Taste.
I'm a Derek, and Derek's never quit.
He is definitely a nerd, but he's a badass nerd.
Yeah.
Maybe the most badass nerd in all of horror movies.
He's up there.
He's up there.
He's up there. I think I've got an even more badass nerd later on my list, though.
All right, well.
But my number 2 is Evil Ed from Fright Night.
Definitely a nerd.
Definitely a nerd. Definitely a horror nerd.
Guy. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Horror nerd after my own heart.
Yeah. Definitely. All right, now we're down to the nitty gritty. The number 1 horror nerds of all time.
All right, my number 1 is a bit outside the box. He is Dr. Medea. He is from the game Parasite Eve. Now, it is a horror cinematic game, so it falls in the horror category. But he was the one who figured out how to stop Eve and who pretty much figured out all her tricks and how to avoid them. And he was like so nervously awkward, nerdy with the main heroine, Aya. And just
I remember him now, yeah.
I never played that.
And it was like so painfully cute and like, oh, you poor nerd guy. She doesn't want you, but it's cool.
Yeah, he was obviously super attracted to her the whole time and would just fumble over himself.
That's a classic nerd movie, too. All right, well, I'll check that game out. What is it on Steam, or is it like a...
It's a PlayStation 1 game.
PlayStation 1? It's probably on
PlayStation
Steam.
game. So you can get it on like PlayStation Network, so...
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Xbox all the way, so I will never play it then. No.
I forgive you for that. I forgive you.
on the computer, maybe, if it's on the computer, so I'll check that out. So, my number 1, I'm going with a female for my number 1 horror nerd. The most awkward character ever. Pauline from Excision.
Yeah, that's a good
Very
one.
nerdy.
Yeah.
Very awkward. The most socially awkward, painful to watch character I've ever seen.
Well, I'm sure life is hard when you get herpes from your dad.
Yeah.
Man.
You're dealt a pretty poor hand at that point coming in.
Okay, I gotta watch this movie now. I have not.
You've never seen Excision?
No, I have not. I have
dude.
to watch it now.
I had to show it to Dom. I was so
Yeah.
surprised he hadn't seen it, and it is amazing. It's super fucking awkward.
Yeah, you got to bear with it for a little bit because initially it plays like a like one of those super awkward indie comedies.
Yeah, it plays like Welcome to the Dollhouse
Yeah,
kind
but
of at the beginning.
in the last third of the movie, it just goes fucking balls to the wall.
Yeah, well, I like Welcome to the Dollhouse. Dawn
Yeah.
Winter is awesome. So
No, I love Welcome
like
to
it.
the Dollhouse. Yeah, but definitely, you know, it plays out like that without the horror element for quite a while. So it takes a while to get to the horror, but
When it gets there, it gets there.
it gets there and it goes dark places, dark places.
My number one, possibly I think the most badass nerd of all time, Terry from The Gate and Gate 2.
He's on my honorable mentions. Yes,
He's a metal occult nerd who is really the hero of the Gate.
he is. He is
Gate
awesome.
movies.
He is awesome. I don't think he could take Derek from Bad Taste in a Fight.
You don't think so?
No.
Wait,
the
wasn't
man-
he also he was in part 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in both.
Okay, so he was in, yeah, okay.
And it was the same actor, just they had him as a kid in the first movie and as a young adult in the second movie. And now apparently he's like a minister in the Church of Satan or something like that.
Oh,
Now
wow.
he's really trying to open the gate.
Yeah, for real.
I have a 0.
You have zeros.
Dr. Herbert West, Reanimator.
Yeah.
The greatest horror nerd of all time.
I was gonna put that. I was like, that'd have been 2 on the nose. I was like,
I'm banned from mentioning him, but I'll avoid the ban because you got it for horror nerd.
Because you avoid the ban every chance you get. It's not even really a ban. It's just something we call a ban.
We just reference it as banned and do it anyway because we're rebels.
That's right. Or start mentioning Dennis from Cabin Fever more often.
All right, Antowan, you got any honorable mentions?
this except for Herbert West, but you already said it, so that was it.
All right, I got a few. Wally, the mailman from Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
Yeah.
Hopelessly in love with a prostitute who gets fucked by the guy from Wings. Harold from The Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a horror nerd. Johnny.
Oh man, I forgot about him.
Yeah, Harold. He is super in love with Molly Ringwald.
Aren't we all?
Yes, we are. Johnny from Dead and Breakfast. Remember him?
Yeah.
The guy who ends up putting the parts in the box and becoming the leader of the zombies, but before that, he's the nerd of the group.
That's right.
Have you ever seen Dead and Breakfast, Antowan?
I have.
You like it? Like you some Dead and Breakfast?
I watched it. That's
Wow.
all I'm gonna say.
Wow. Shitting on it, huh? I love that movie.
No, it was cute. It was cute.
That's like what you say when your kid draws you a shitty picture. Hey, this is real cute.
Where
I'm gonna
you
hang
can't
it
tell
on the
if like
fridge.
it's a bear or a pig or maybe like the president.
It's you, Daddy. All right. Brain Scan. The friends from Brain Scan.
Yeah, they're nerds.
Horror nerds as well. The dude from Christine.
Oh fuck, I haven't thought about that movie in forever.
That's a horror nerd. Casey.
Oh man, I haven't
He's-
seen Brain Scan in like forever.
Yeah, Brain Scan's awesome. Casey from The Faculty. I think The Faculty
Okay.
doesn't get its due.
Yeah.
So I forgot about him.
I love The Faculty. I think it doesn't get its due amongst horror because it came out just around the time of, Urban Legend and I Know What You Did Last Summer and kind of got lumped in there with that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
it's far superior. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. How can you not like it?
With Robert Patrick in it.
Yeah. The T2. Melvin from the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, he's on my honorable mentions too. He would have been my number one, but I think he's got more going on with him than just being a nerd.
Yeah,
Like I think he might be a little retarded.
It might have been on our mentally handicapped episode.
Yeah.
I have just a couple more. Sal and Dickie Boy from the convent, the Satanist nerds. Horrible. May from the movie May.
Ah, that's a straight up nerd.
Yeah. Edward Jessup, Altered States. Brody from Deathgasm.
Okay, yeah.
The Frog Brothers are nerds
Straight up.
from Lost Boys. Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah.
Dr. Weir from Event Horizon. And in and out of cinema, a very, very nerdy character. Just wanted to be loved. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
He's a horror nerd.
Okay, when Jeremy Renner played him.
Yeah, in that movie and in real life. Jeffrey Dahmer in real life is my honorable mention.
Real life Jeffrey Dahmer.
Real life Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, he was one science nerd. Yeah.
He was really into biology. That's all it was.
Yeah. He's trying to create a living zombie for a sex slave because he doesn't like when people leave him. And that's what led to him eating them, because he wanted them to be a part of him forever.
That's true.
How can you not relate to that?
I feel for the guy.
Dom, I'm going to eat a piece of you right now.
Okay, cool.
Oh my.
It's too chewy.
It's too chewy.
My honorable mentions: Lionel from Dead Alive.
Oh, yeah.
Nerdy Mama's Boy.
Fuck, I didn't even think of that.
Jeffrey Combs.
I thought for sure you guys were that was gonna be on one of the lists. I was for sure.
Yeah, that would have probably been my number 2 or number 1, honestly, if I would have thought of it.
Yeah.
God damn it!
The only reason he didn't actually make my top 5 list is because we reference that movie so much.
Yeah, we do.
And I wanted to fit some other things in there. Also, Jeffrey Combs making like his 9th appearance on this list.
I know.
Dr. Eck from the Attic Expeditions.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is just, he gets the nerd, he's just number 0, him.
Yeah.
In all of his roles.
He's probably just a nerd, in real life.
Grew up in the same town I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Wampa. Jeffrey Combs.
My Friday the 13th nerd is Eddie from Friday the 13th Part 7. He's the movie nerd. Star Mummy!
Yeah, he's pretty nerdy.
Friday the 13th Part 7 was the first Friday the 13th movie I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was number 1, and then Jason Lives was the second one.
And I don't know, for some reason I identified with that character. Maybe it was his mullet.
Yeah, you had the mullet going on.
I had the same mullet, yeah. And my last one would probably also be on my list, but he's in more of a violent comedy than a horror movie, but Hacker Man from Kung Fury.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know what? I haven't seen that yet.
It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, I should check it out.
Immediately right now and learn how to hack time, because and all you need is like IBM and like
a Nintendo Power Glove.
You can hack time. And there you go. You can hack time.
And a pencil thin mustache and a mullet and some big glasses.
I'm there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Got my pencil thin mustache.
Yeah.
Got my mullet.
Yeah.
Got my big glasses.
Yeah. You should need a Power Glove and an IBM computer.
Indeed.
Yeah. Movie's only 30 minutes long. It's a real quick watch, and it's, killing Nazis and ridiculous 80s shit.
I will be checking it out, so. That's it for our horror nerds, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Antowan, for joining us to be our
Thank you for having me.
Our very own Lamar in our revenge, our horror revenge of the nerds.
Yeah. Which nerd are you?
I'm Ogre once he joins the nerds.
Okay.
In the sequel.
Okay, I can see that.
Or I'd be Booger, probably. I'd probably be Booger.
Yeah. I'm going to be the Poindexter guy with the big curly hair who plays the violin.
Oh my.
Poindexter was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of that guy.
Okay, it'll all be Booger.
All right.
I'm down for fat chicks, so.
Yeah. There you go.
Also with mullets.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I have a nerd's confession. I had like the biggest crush on Booger when I watched that movie as a kid.
Nice.
On Booger? Wow.
Yep.
It was the tuxedo shirt and the top hat, right?
All right, Antowan. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll do this again. Yeah. We'll do this again someday. Thank you for all your lists and always being interactive. We really like when listeners reach out to us via email. You guys can email postmortemshow@gmail.com. Send us a Facebook message. Yeah, we will always respond. We appreciate when you suggest top 5 lists, and you can join the ranks of Antowan here, who has set the record for top 5s. How many was it? 4 or 5?
I don't know.
I think 5. I think
5. 5 top 5s in different settings. So yeah, that we have done on the air.
So by this time next year, we're gonna have to have a top 5 list of Antowan's top 5s.
Top 5s.
It's also super cool that Antowan went and for his summer slaughter thing that he's doing, where he's watching all these movies. He spent a week watching all of the movies that we highly recommended.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, Antowan. So we appreciate that, and thanks for sharing our shit.
That Black Rainbow movie, man, that was.
I still haven't pulled the trigger on that.
I need to watch it again sober because that was
an experience.
It's pretty fucked up. And as I always say, don't let the last 10 minutes of the movie ruin the awesome first 80 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's it for Horror Nerds. Thanks again, Antowan, and
No problem. Thanks again for having me.
Of course, I'll turn it over to our own resident nerd here at the Postmortem Show.
Oh, I guess this is where we wrap it up because, as H.P. Lovecraft once said, as he straightened his pocket protector and put some tape.
He's a horror nerd as well.
If it smells like fish,
throw the fucker back.
Nerds.
Everybody, and everybody clap your hands. We're Lambda, 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 and Omega Mu. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me, Lamar. We got Takashi beating on his gong. The boys and the moos are clapping along. And just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a Lambda 4-foot tall. So won't you come on out here on the floor, so we can work our bodies like never before. Break.